live. We're live. Well, we're live on my page. Welcome, welcome. I'm super excited. As always, once a week, I get to bring these amazing people to you. We're going to share something cool. I said in the line here, it's like, what's your story, Morning Glory? So I'm going to turn it over to Kay, who is going to share the reveal about our hashtag for the week story. It's all yours.
Yes, so you've seen stories all the time this week. And the quote is, "You are designers of your destiny. You are the author of your story." Then hashtag story from Lisa Nichols. And I've taken some of her training. This is a great quote from her. But my takeaway from this is the whole thing of destiny. And my emphasis this week had to do with when I have stories of gratitude and how my being of gratitude influences the rest of the world. So me taking responsibility that it's my destiny and I'm in charge of my destiny. Nobody else is. Nobody of what they say to me or whatever is going on. And whatever I hear of other people and what they think is going on. And I go, but I'm in charge of my destiny. I'm the one that acts. So the story and action and destiny was definitely key things about this whole quote this week. And I turn it back to you, Nicole. Oh, back to Noelle.
Right, and our names are often interchangeable. So thank you, Kay.
No, I just didn't remember who was interviewing. I'm sorry.
That's okay, but I also, just so everyone knows, I answer to Nicole, have my whole life because I've often been called Nicole. So next we're going to go to Rhonda, and I just want to let people know, follow Rhonda. She has some beautiful stories just from this class, but I'm getting to know Rhonda, and I'm learning a lot from her. She's a great teacher too, so look to her for some great leadership. So go ahead, Rhonda. Unmute.
Sorry, I appreciate it. And I looked at this quote as far as my destiny and where it is now and how grateful I am with the people in my life. So I promoted several family and friends and just enjoyed doing that and picking out some fun music to go with it. So that's what I've done for this week. Back to you, Noelle.
Thank you. I lost my mouse there for a second to hit the mute button. And yeah, I love to do the same. And it always gets us out of our own way. And I think it tickles us just as much as the person receiving when we do a story or a post and honor them, or when we put together a ripple with our family pictures or groups of friends. So if we ever feel like we just don't have anything to say that day, go out and say something nice about somebody else, and it'll make the day for both of you. I believe that. All right, next we're gonna go to Sharon. Sharon Madsen is an awesome health coach, super sharp. Follow this woman as well. Go ahead, Sharon.
Hi, everybody. So the word story, hashtag story, means to me, when I think about that, I have always been a big proponent of understanding that your story is never set in stone. It's never set in stone. Every single day you can wake up and you can start a brand new chapter, brand new white page, clean it off, dust it off, and just go for it. So understanding what you want to accomplish is where I feel that I understand my story. So what I want to accomplish for the day, that just kind of like adds to my story. So I think that having an open mind and looking at things that are happening around you will add to, value to you, and will add to your own personal story. I've always taught my kids that every day is a new day. It's a brand new page and it's completely white. So fill it up with all kinds of wonderful, wonderful things, and wonderful things will come back to you. The other thing I like to do is collecting smiles, but we can't do that right now. But that's part of my story, is collecting smiles. Smile at everybody you see when you pass them. You never know how many, and I will count in the day how many I collect back. Some people look at me like I'm nuts, but you know what? It's fun. So anyway, that's my story. Back to you, Noelle.
Awesome, Sharon. I like that. I haven't heard that about counting them, but I certainly love to give and receive the smiles. And how you talked about having that blank slate. And I think for me, every day I work on the forgiveness piece, forgiveness for other people and forgiveness for myself, so that that slate can be blank and build a new day. But thank you, Sharon, for your insight into that too. I learned from you for sure. All right, Shelly, going over to Shelly now, looking beautiful outside.
Hey guys, so this week has been a great one for me because that's what my focus has been this year so far, is creating my story. So I tell my kids, I'm with Sharon, tell my kids all the time, no matter how bad it looks, you get the gift of life and you get to create this beautiful life that you have for yourself. So I've really taken it's been a fun week to do that and to show and be creative with our stories and just show bits and pieces of our life that we are so blessed to have and create. So I really enjoyed this one.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I love that we had a story in stories. So this is the Story Cell class. And what we do is, go out and promote positivity and do other things with our online space, whether it is in Facebook or Instagram stories or other parts of these apps and others, and use them to let people get to know us in between some of the other things that we share, whether they're funny or business related, some type of marketing related. I mean, we're all always marketing ourselves, whether it's for a formal job, because these days people look at our Facebook pages, look at our content out there in the hiring process, or if we're in business for ourselves, we want to do, people to want to come and do business with those they know, like, and trust. And so stories, we teach you how to do that. Last on my list here, Jessica Gibson, go ahead.
Thank you, Noelle. Yes, a hashtag story meant to me. This week I focused a lot on my family and, just how unique all of our families are and how everyone has their own unique story. And like Sharon said and like Shelly said, you get to create and have a fresh start every single day. And I tell my kids that too. You might have days that aren't good, but it's still a story, and move on to the next day and create your new story and just be the best that you can be and listen to others. Like in one of Kay's stories that I used one of hers and tagged her in, listening to others. It's important, listening to others, telling your story and listening to other people's stories, so that you can all relate and just enjoy each other. So that's what hashtag story meant to me, and I loved it. Back to you, Noelle.
Thank you, Jessica. Well, we just love having you because you are a ray of sunshine, and I love to hear that that's a value you're instilling in your kids. And it's interesting too, because I really, hope to hear Kay's story someday, because she has lived in other countries, and I know she has some, values in there that I see her pull from that I just want to get to know more about her. So I love that you featured her, but also interestingly, this group is really focused on the day, the carpe diem, the seize the day, create your day, make your destiny. Our last group we did this on my page, was really focused on reminiscing in their stories, tying in their family and things like that. So I'm going to go over to Coach Nicole here. Can't wait to hear her takeaways for this.
Thank you. I'll say something different than I did in the last on your page, and that is because I had a milestone birthday this week. I turned 50 years old, and I don't feel like I should feel old, like in any way, shape, or form. Like there are friends of mine who turned 50 and it was like the end of the world. And I'm like, girl, I am just getting started. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just every single year is just getting better and better. And the reason is because I have taken the time to really focus on what I want to do. And many of you who have talked about how you've been raising your kids to just wake up with a smile and start over and clean slate, is I think that we forget to do that for ourselves. And so right now, for all of you who are watching here on my page, and you might be thinking to yourself, gosh, what am I going to do in this time? I might have to reinvent myself. Well, girl, take advantage of it. Right now, start doing something different than you ever did before. Because like Lisa Nichols says, if you have to watch that video training 25 million times for it to get root into your head, if it means you have to say that affirmation 25 million times while you're brushing your teeth every morning, say it. If it means you have to commit certain scripture to memory every day to remind you how special and amazing you are, then do it. Whatever it is you're gonna do, like the Nike swoosh, just do it. Get it done. I can't wait to see what you all are going to do in your future. This class is so much fun. And I'm going to read something that I wrote today, actually on my birthday. And it's about kind of how my life, life in 10 things. And I'm just going to read the third one. And this is what I love about this community, with Coach Kiwi's community. And I absolutely love this one because she has made it possible for us to do these cool things together. So here's what it is. Surround yourself with people who honor you in private and in public, and those who hold you accountable to your BS, y'all. Gotta have one of those, or maybe a few. And those who are wiser and whom are willing to share their story with you. Those who are equally as interested in you as you are in them. Spend as much time with those people as possible. Pour love and trust into those relationships, even if they let you down a time or two. So that's just one of 10 amazing things. And I just think it's cool that it just correlated with story this week, #story. So I'll turn it over to you, Noelle, to close out. And thank you so much for hosting tonight and for all of your contributions tonight, ladies. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Nicole. Oh, I just saw some lightning behind me. That was cool. So when Nicole was talking, I don't usually move when we're on live, but I had to grab this card she sent me. I know you can't see it, but it's Brene Brown. And so I know we've talked about this quote before. I know it's special to Nicole, as Brene Brown is, and that's just what I heard and what she was just saying. She always talks about being in the arena. We love that Brene Brown says. So I just wanted to relate too with story that for me, I was really excited this week that was the word, because there's a certain song that I love that's called The Story. So I really only used it in one so far, but it was one with my husband, and he's the one that kind of introduced me to that song and played it for me. And so in my life, if I was to recount, back, if it was a special day, and I have a few years until 50, but I'm ready for it. I'm getting I already have my outfit picked out. So Nicole, I'll get you the same outfit. We can wear them together. I'll tell you what that is sometime. There's meaning to it. So anyways, just the fact that I dreamed about having this life where I heard music all the time. And so here we are in quarantine, and my husband just plays beautiful songs that he picks out. He plays beautiful songs that he writes, and he's involved in, helping other people create music too. So therefore it just becomes a part of my day. And so if that was something, a destiny I wanted to create, then I'm really, really blessed to be in it now. So thank you everyone for joining on Nicole's page. Give us a shout. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you're interested in joining this group, certainly feel free to reach out and get the details, because you'll be blown away. I feel like offering the class with like 100% money back guarantee, because if you can come back to me after 12 weeks and tell me you didn't get your money's worth, I'll give you your money back. All right. Thanks, everyone. Good night.